This is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
Nova.
Happy Wednesday, guys. Welcome to Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie's podcast. Kate, you want to talk about Cheetah's revenge today. Obviously, you want to get something off your chest.
No,
What did you do?
Who was it?
What did they do to you?
Another footballer.
It's not a girl.
That would have been hard
Get bogged
position.
down in that kind of language.
You didn't wing on someone's jacket, did you?
No, I didn't, but this girl did.
Oh, my God.
Or have I just given the story away?
No,
Ella,
it
she
doesn't
was 15, which is
It's a bold wee.
It's a bold wee at such a young age.
Yeah.
We're going to have a chat about that.
God, I've never cheated on anybody.
Or weed in a jacket.
Neither.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
On Nova.
You know what's exciting about having Kate Ritchie on the show? We're just kind of getting to know each other, although we've been friends for a while. There's so many stories during the songs where I'm just soaking up this information going, no way. And you're looking at me going, I want to hear more.
About you.
Yeah. You're wanting, God, so
But I
many,
know you went to Scotch. I mean, for goodness sake.
nothing to do with that.
That's what you said, though.
No, we're getting to know a lot about each other's lives.
But
So
thank goodness we're not doing it on air. Getting to know Kate,
let's do a
getting
little
to
bit
know
more.
all about her.
No, I want to do it. What we're going to do is start with something very basic as we go around the room. How old are you, Fitz?
46.
46. What about you, Kate?
29.
You said 44 off air.
No, I didn't.
I'm 43, so I'm sort of the baby of the group. I'm the bub.
Yeah, but you look the oldest. That's
No,
the
I don't.
That's
No,
the
I do not.
unfortunate
You've got
thing.
two ball bags under your eyes. What? That is. What are
You
looking
can't
at?
say that at
Whenever
10
that
past
wrinkly sack-
7.
Whenever we go out on the road with this show, we have people coming up saying that you're the eldest.
No, they
You
don't.
look like an old man.
That is
No,
not true.
you're a silver fox.
I'm not silver. I've got a bit
You
of
are
grey on
silver.
the
You're absolutely silver.
I've got a bit of grey on the side.
You've got the dad bod.
That's not a dad bod.
I think it's great. I think everything about you is great. I think everything about you is great. You know what?
That's why she's in here.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I got the job.
well done.
Many years ago, when I travelled to Vegas, when I was doing the drive show with Tim and Marty,
Yeah.
the most. Well, I don't want to say embarrassing.
Go on.
But we would be out and about doing, the colour pieces for the show or whatever, and everyone would think that Marty and I were married and Tim was our child. Even on the gondola.
It looks a bit like that,
Like
doesn't it?
Mum and Dad and child.
He does
Awesome.
look very young, Blackers.
Oh, Blackers has been 18 forever.
He can't grow
Baby
facial.
face.
He can't grow facial hair.
No.
Can't
No.
he?
I'm the opposite to Blackers.
You're like a bear.
I was a
You're
man
big bear.
at the age of... I'm not a big bear, and I'm not a big bear. Here's the disappointing thing. As we all age, I'm not as old as you guys, but as we get older,
I'm fine with it.
your body changes. We know that. You know that. I mean, your knees are buggered, and Kate, you look
what's
beautiful.
buggered?
You look
What's
perfect.
buggered?
You're absolutely
Okay,
fine.
I'd love it.
You're-
13, 24, 10, what's buggered on Kate's body?
What's buggered on Kate's body? No, let's not
you
do that,
fluctuate
Tommy.
as well, don't you?
Oh, don't worry about that.
A
Do you know what-
yo-yo. He's a
do you know what
yo-yo.
your-
I'm not a yo-yo.
You know what your body is? It's Bitcoin.
What do you mean, up and down?
never know
Good
where it's gonna
patches,
sit.
rapid highs, rapid lows.
Goes up.
Oh, my
And
God.
the next day it just falls off a cliff.
Yeah, big disappointment overnight.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
I just jumped on the end there. What's interesting was I came home yesterday, and thanks to the beauty of Apple technology, those new and what do you call them, AirPods?
AirPods, yeah.
When you put them in, you can't hear anything else. Like the other day, I thought the air conditioning was broken because I put them in and I went, oh, the aircon stopped. No, it's because I can't hear anything else besides the phone call. So when I walked into the house and Lisa had these in her ears, I knew she didn't know I was home. I can hear her talking about a charity event she's putting together. Then she's asked the person on the other end of the phone how her husband is. They start talking about age. I'm sitting there for about 3 minutes, and then I hear her say, yeah, I mean, we're all aging, but yes, I have noticed. I've noticed that his bum started to sag.
He did not say, she did not say that.
My bum has not started to sag. I never thought I'd have to come on a publicly
Started
defend.
about 10 years ago.
No, it didn't.
Have you had a decent bottom?
I've had a great
Let's
bum.
not say bum. Let's
bum's
say
fine,
bottom.
Kate.
No, but was the bottom muscular?
Yeah.
And because
Athletic bum.
I have to say, and I don't want to criticise men's bottoms,
Yeah.
but the big old flat bottom
It's not good. It's even
up for discussion. I'd rather
not as bad as a lady bottom
What do you
on
mean?
a man. When you see a guy,
I know what you mean.
know what I mean? and he's got a huge saddle. And you go, that doesn't...
Fleshy bottom.
Oh,
peach.
isn't that awkward?
A peachy
Yeah, but
bottom.
peach is generous, because a peach bum on a girl is great.
Yeah.
But a lady bottom on a man...
When is the last time you worked on your buttocks?
Well, it's quite interesting you ask that question, because I then started thinking about the exercise that I do. And I thought, what's that?
Oh, yeah, the pushing back.
Yeah, on your all fours.
That's
and then you're
Pilates,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah. You
I'm
lift-
married.
Yeah.
And I thought, I do a lot of squats in my routine as well.
To pick your food up off the floor.
Okay. I do burpees, right? I go through a lot of stuff. I mean, the rower does nothing for your bum, and I've spent a lot of time on the rower.
Don't like
And
the
then
rower.
when I was thinking about talking to you guys about it, because I thought you might be able to share and relate, I just thought, I can't really prove it to you, because it would be wrong in 2023 to drop my pants in front of you.
Okay, I think the question to ask, though, is to decide whether you've got like a saggy bottom. When you look
It's
in
not
the
flat,
mirror,
Mum.
when you look in the mirror, do you have like... Because you're not carrying extra weight down there, but do you have a lot of like little...
Of like
you've
lines?
got the bottom and then you've got little
Like
lines.
layered? No.
Lots of little lines
I
like
saw that the other day.
Like his
on a
chins?
girl.
Similar to that? Like, you know...
But not as fleshy.
Yeah, right, okay.
No, I mean, you don't need to relate my chins to my bum.
You gotta-
my fleshy chin and fleshy bum.
You've
but
got
I
to
just
let it go.
see. Tom's got a flat bum.
Do
Tom
you?
never had a bum.
Show me your bottom.
Yeah, no, I do.
Tom's bum got stolen.
Show me.
Yeah, I don't. I'd love to put some implants in
That's
there or something.
gorgeous.
that
Yeah,
really-
that's why you have a belt on.
Yeah, thank you. But I try to squat to boost the booty, but it doesn't work.
Would it be wrong if I showed you my bum in my undies? Or is that misleading? That's a false
think-
positive.
No,
That's
I
a
don't
false
think we
positive,
need
I
to do
think.
this.
Who wants to see my bum?
Not your whole bottom.
Jess? No, not the whole.
No, mate. I think if you even stand up here with your pants on, we'll get a very good gauge.
Do not
of things.
wind.
Turn
Do
around.
not wind
Yeah,
up
I'm
conversation about my bum. That's quite good, isn't it? Like this is solidish.
It's not a round. There's no roundness to that.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it. And he doesn't work on it at
Yes, I
all.
do.
That's the thing.
What do you do for your bum?
Your mid-40s. Well, you could do...
Not mid.
well,
Squats, glutes.
Early
It's all
40s.
about glutes. Don't forget your leg day, guys. Don't do
Never
it.
forget leg.
leg press. You know, the rower does help you out. For holiday accommodation more comfy than your cozies, jump on the What If app.
With hotels, holiday rentals, holiday parks, and more, find the perfect fit for Holiday U.
Book your getaway on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
How good is this? Longines Golden Slipper this Saturday. I'm really looking forward to that one. It's going to be magnificent. 31 degrees.
Love the track.
Good weather. And if you're there, you are going to be entertained by this band, PNAU. Unbelievable. Love this band so much. And we've got Nick Littlemore dialing in from LA. Oh, there he is. Nick, how are you, buddy?
I'm very well. Thanks for having me back here.
I tell you what, being in LA doesn't stop your creative juices, Nick Littlemore, because we've just been listening to the new song, The Hard Way, that's out with Khalid today. Here's a little bit of it for everyone.
It's a great sound.
You are a very talented man. You know what? There's probably people that you want to work with, but I dare say that there's a lot of artists that want to work with you. How was the relationship with Khalid? How did that come about, Nick?
The door was open through the Cold Heart song, and that got us a deal with Sony in Germany, which has opened up a lot of doors.
You have been close with Elton John for a long time. When did that relationship start?
I reckon we probably met about 12 years ago now.
Is that right?
He was in Sydney, and he was having dinner with Tony Collette, and they got to talking about PNAU, and
Wow.
he called us the next morning. Everything changed.
Do you know what, though? Nick, you got him to number one again. And you know what? We got an interview with Elton a couple of years ago. And that was one of his, he's been around for so long, but he wanted to get a number one again. He wanted to get back into the charts, and you helped him with that. Was there a lot of pressure on that when you put that remix together?
Well, there was in a sense that we did about 14 Cold Hearts, and he rejected everything. So, yeah, say the bar was pretty high. So it was about 9 months' work.
You are flat out at the moment. You're back touring again, Empire of the Sun, which we absolutely adore down here in Australia. PNAU's always been your passion project as well. The Longines Golden Slipper Day, March 18. That's going to be huge. You've got the race audience there. Everyone will be half tanked, ready to go, Nick.
It's better if they're tanked. Yeah, and it's just because people lose their inhibitions a bit, and we want people to have fun and dance, and it helps that we're on stage dancing badly, but, we want everyone to just have a good time and be expressive with it all. It's the most fun thing in the world to dance together.
I just went back and had a look at some of your ARIA highlights over the years, and Chameleon it's unbelievable.
We were there that night, weren't we?
We were there, and the dances that you get, Nick, it's just such an amazing show. But, Nick, I went back to 2000 when Muse presented you with Best Dance Release. Oh, my gosh, how old were you then? We're talking 23 years ago.
Yeah, I was very young, and I was wearing a really bad suit with huge shoulder pads. And I think I thanked all the girls, whatever the hell that.
These are the special moments that live on forever on the internet.
This is so good. Mate, you are such a talent, mate, and I know how busy you are. It'll be great to have you back here in Australia. You can spend some time at home. March 18, Rose Hill Gardens. It's the Golden Slipper Day, the Longines Golden Slipper Day. It's going to be huge. PNAU will be there. You can get your tickets right now at Ticketmaster. But, mate, well done on the hard way, and can't wait to hear some more music.
Come home and have some passion fruit, mate.
Mate, you can wear your shoulder pads suit anytime, mate. We love you, Nick. Thank you very much for coming on the show, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
Nova.
I don't know how you feel about revenge generally, like in the workplace.
I'm not into it. Fitzy's into it.
I'm right into it.
Oh, are you?
know,
Do you
and
like to see other people do it, or do you act it out yourself?
I'm a big one for, okay, I've found out what's going on here. I'll go away, sleep on it, Kate. Then I'll have a brainstorming session with a few friends, sit down and work out how we're going to get revenge. And you know what? The longer that you wait, I mean, the more that they're sweating on it as well, Kate. I'm right into it.
Because there was a girl that broke Fitzy's heart, unfortunately, and I don't want to bring up the
is
war.
that where
but
this has come
Well, he
from?
flew overseas to meet her, and she broke up with him.
Kate,
And
what
he took
happened?
revenge.
She waited all the time for you to get there.
She was over here working, and I fell in love with her, and then she went back to Phoenix, Arizona. We had a long-distance relationship, and at the end of the footy season, I said, I'm coming over there. She said, I can't wait to see you. When I got there, Kate, on that day, she said to me, I'm glad you're here because I needed to tell you face to face that I can't do this anymore.
I like that.
I just
Oh
paid
my
$2.5 grand for a flight.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Let it go, mate.
Really expensive. And I was in economy. I'm 6'6". My legs were...
And did you actually get revenge on her?
Yeah, you did.
Or
Well, we
can
were
you
staying.
talk about it?
We were staying at her auntie and uncle's house. We were house sitting because they were away on holidays.
What did you do?
And then
There's no cost there.
She said to me, I can't do this anywhere. Oh, and by the way, I've got to go to university tomorrow, so you've got the place to yourself. So I'm sitting in this house. I don't even know this house.
What do you do?
Heartbroken.
And my lover's gone, and so I decided to jump on their phone, and talk to friends back home for 6 to 7 hours.
Well, you were heartbroken.
And
That's
heartbroken.
understandable.
Yes, I was opening up.
Yeah.
I was opening up.
Didn't
so
do
that was
anything
your
else.
revenge.
No,
Didn't do anything else?
I stole a pair of thongs, and I may have
Was that it?
left a couple of gifts in the house there
Yeah.
that they
That's
would have
not-
found later on.
One in her handbag.
And would not have been happy.
The full story. This woman has, I don't know if you've heard this story, but she has explained that she kind of got a gross level of revenge on her boyfriend who cheated on her with her best friend. I mean, and I think as far as cheating stories go, look, the world is a very big place. If you have to do that, if it's going to unfold that way, pick someone that not everyone knows.
Yeah. Make sure that it's not the best friend, is what you're saying.
Oh, my goodness.
There's two relationships you're losing there, isn't it? The love of your life and also your best friend. I mean, what's worse? I think losing your best friend's even worse.
I think it is. I don't think you're valuing any of those relationships.
Don't get caught.
She took to popular videos streaming. I can't believe I'm reading this. TikTok, it's called.
I love it.
I've got a. What is that?
Oh, I love
You
the
got
top.
Kate,
You're not on the top.
I know. I'm not. No. I'm not
Oh, my
on
God. Let's
TikTok.
start with some basic dance routines, Tom.
No. Anyway, this woman has gone. She's gone onto TikTok. She said she's so proud of it. This is how it unfolded. She's at a party. She's only 15. The party's kicking off well. Everyone's having a really nice time. And then there's that moment at the party where you can't find your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And she's up and down the hallway, downstairs, out the back. Checking every
Where
room.
is he?
Yeah, exactly. Where is he?
Oh, my God. He's meant to be with me now.
Yeah, and then she's opened a door to, I'm guessing, a bedroom or a room of some description, and there is the boyfriend with the best friend. But rather than well, she did have her heart broken, but rather than make a scene, she decided to go downstairs and take his coat out of the cloakroom, which was apparently brand new, and he'd rocked up thinking he was a bit of all right.
Did she put it in the bin?
No, she decided to wee in it.
Oh, not all over it.
Geez, that's a tough thing to do. Would you need help from your other friends to do that, Kate?
No,
Well, it depends what part of the night it is. If she's having a few beverages...
Can I just quickly ask, after a big night and you're with the girls and there's no toilets around, is it an easy thing to do just to quickly in, out, go and have a quick wee?
What's...
What is that?
What?
No, well,
And
is
how
it
quick
just
we wear?
Yeah, well, the girls gather around you, shield me while I
No,
do it.
women don't do that. I know men tend to
Yes,
like
they
to
do,
be able
Kate.
to wee wherever they like. It's like you can be having a conversation with someone. Hang on, Wippa.
Don't play
at
the
a
lady card.
No, it is true. At a barbecue, and the bloke can go, "Oh, I need to go to the toilet," and you think he's going inside to find the gentleman's, and all of a sudden you see him on the front. He's at the fence.
Kate from Campbelltown, are you telling me you have never done a bush wee?
Come on.
Oh, I've done bush wees on the side of the freeway or
Centennial
something
Park.
like that. Not in Centennial Park, but I've had a pretty great one. It wasn't in the city.
Where
It
was it?
was in the city. Sorry.
Where was it?
It wasn't a.
Laneway somewhere?
Where was it? Was this coming out of an establishment?
It was coming out of
It was an
establishment.
it was an apartment block along the Yarra
Oh,
in Melbourne
Kate
town.
down in Melbourne.
from the roof top.
You weed from the rooftop. Down?
It was in my youth.
How did you do that?
Was someone holding your arms while you're doing it?
That's-
Because how do you get it over the side?
I don't want to draw too much of a visual.
That's dangerous.
Is it?
Can I ask, was your back facing the edge or were you front forward?
Not saying.
Because you really
No,
would have
'cause
had to
it's
be on an
really
arch if you were forward. Because I've seen my 2.5-year-old do that, and she really needs to bend backwards.
This was a
Make it
story
shoot
about
out.
revenge.
Is that Sally Fletcher over there
Oh, my
doing
God.
what?
Flaming out.
That is a very strong fountain.
When you got to go, you got to go.
Do you know what? I had an awkward one with a friend of mine, and I didn't know her that well at this stage, but we were in a car, and then we came across bad weather, and the traffic banked up. She was busting for a wee. It's raining outside, and she said, I have to wee.
Oh my goodness, I'm watching the rain.
Yeah.
I really need to.
So she ended up on the side of the freeway opening both car doors, so the back door and the front door, and she got out of the front passenger seat and just had to squat right there.
That's a good idea. I mean, that's shielded, isn't it? Not too many people
It's
are
not
gonna
a bad
see that.
idea. It was confronting and heavy.
The squatting
as the
thing is
rain.
hard. Is hard unless you've got. I mean, I'm sure all of us as little girls have done this. Where
Haven't we all?
No,
Because of the
where
dribbles.
you've got your dad. Yeah, your dad can
dad
like
holds you.
hold you up like that.
Was your dad holding you off the side of a building?
Yes, he was good. Good old Steve. He was a policeman.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he had all the skills.
No, well, we're talking revenge. Let's get back
Yes,
onto revenge
thank you.
here. Did you
I
catch your
enjoyed that.
partner cheating? What was the revenge? Did you sit down and did you plan this or did you do it on the fly?
Yeah, how bad was it?
Julie in the Southern Highlands, what did you do to your cheating ex, Jules?
He cheated on me with my sister. I put the car up for sale back in the day on the trading post.
Yep.
Gave the address and told everyone to be at that address, and it was all going to be parted out. And yeah,
Sold his car.
yeah,
So was he there on the day when everyone was rocking up to buy the car, Jules?
correct.
Oh, so and was he saying no, it's not for sale? But they ended up buying it.
We ended up with a few arguments because people didn't like to turn up for something that was
No.
sold and then it wasn't.
Especially when you're in the Southern Highlands. Julie, I want to know what your relationship with your sister is these days.
See, no longer, never been.
No. Are they still together, Julie? Your ex and your sister?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, man, that's a rough road, Julie.
yeah.
Hang in there. Amy and Jura, welcome to the show. Revenge on your ex? Hi, Amy.
Hi, sorry, I'm just parking. Hi, how you going?
That's okay. I'm just radioing.
Sorry. My partner cheated on me with my friend, and I didn't really pay too much attention to him, but I found her nudes on his phone, so I printed off the nudes. And you know when you go into like Woolworths or a shopping mall and you can pull off numbers from like piano lessons at
Yep.
the bottom of the piece of paper? Well, I put her nudes on that, and her mum actually works at Woolworths, so I threw the paper everywhere with a number on it.
I'm not sure if I
To the
agree with
suburbs.
that level of revenge.
Oh, that is, I mean, Mum would have seen it. That is
Yeah, so would have
illegal.
Gary and Darren and Baz. They all would have walked in and seen it.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Oh, my
Deserved
God.
it.
I mean, there would have
Really
been.
deserved it. She was my closest friend. We were going to get married. She was like my maid of honor closest friend.
Definitely a classified board. I would probably
would say
stare at
so.
a bit longer.
Next to the dry
I
cleaning
was looking
notice.
for guitar lessons, but I might.
Hang on a minute. This will give me a real education.
Oh, that guy's got a bedside lamp up for sale, and what
Hang
the
on
hell?
a minute. Why are there no numbers left to tear off on that one?
Mel in West Ryde, how did you get revenge on your ex?
I ended up marrying his best friend, and now we've got 2 kids.
Oh.
Oh, my
Okay.
goodness. How did this unfold originally?
Well, yep, my ex cheated, and then his best mate just asked me out on a whim, and I was like, yep, cool. We dated for about 5 years, got married. Now we've been married for nearly 11 years, and, 2 kids.
Oh, well, it was meant to be, I
It
think.
was one of those moments.
Any relationship with the ex at all now, Mel? Or
No. So they maybe talked a little bit for maybe 1 year afterwards.
Yeah.
But then, nothing since. So,
Thanks,
No.
Mel.
Did you invite him to the wedding?
oh God, no.
no way.
I thought we were going to get a few more laxative stories, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Oh, no,
Hey.
don't look at me.
No, I'm not.
Who are you talking
I'm talking to you.
Oh, mate, that's for during the songs.
Sorry, I'm just sticking to the topic. You know what I mean? The mics are on and I'm on the topic.
Yeah, this is great.
Welcome to the Fitzy and
It's
Whipper
only
Show.
day
Day three.
It's day three
Day
on the show.
3.
Give it 3 weeks, we'll get it out of you, okay?
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie. Nova.
Do you know what, councils, new fees just coming in left, right and centre. On a current affair last night, this is unbelievable, this is down in Melbourne, but Yarra City Council are charging their local council members $115 on their service. It's a bin tax. If you want your bins to be picked up, there's a new fee. It's $115 a year.
So, just a quick heads up. For one, you pay your rates, right?
Exactly right.
Second to that, you pay an upfront fee if you want your bin, right? So we got a larger red bin, which is our normal garbage bin.
Yeah, because
the
that
little
is only
one-
collected, what,
Once a
once a fortnight?
No, we're once a week for your main garbage, normal garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, I only get that once a fortnight.
What, your main garbage?
Nah, you
The red one?
Red ones.
Red ones where I live is once a fortnight.
What do you put in?
And
it
because
massive?
it alternates. So the green bin goes every week, and then it alternates between the recycling and the red bin.
What's your green?
My green is garden waste and all the food in the green little bags
Yes,
that
gotcha.
you put in.
Oh, you put that in the green.
Yeah, don't you?
So you
No.
must have a massive red
Oh,
bin
am
then.
I doing it wrong?
No, well,
Oh, no.
oh, no.
Actually, you put food scraps
No,
In
you
the
can't.
green
in the
bin.
green.
I thought they were only sort of out of the garden, isn't it? It's lawn clippings.
It's lawn
And
clippings.
food.
No, not
No,
food. No, it's not a
no,
compost.
no.
It's not a compost bin.
No.
Oh, Kate,
No, compost means
This is
it's
awesome.
broken down.
It can break down. That's why it's in the green bag.
What council area are you, Kate? We can check it out for you. Let's do that.
You're in sort of the east, aren't you?
Is it? It's Randwick City
Wallara?
Council.
This will be a headline in the Maily Dale.
Maily
Without a
Dale.
doubt. Without a doubt.
Can we call it that every time now?
There's always
Maily
about
Dale.
The Maily
5
Dale.
stories on Kate and the Maily Dale.
Hey, Dale.
So there's a bin tax, right? And then Alison Langdon at the end. There's 2 women representing the local people of the council, and there's all these people in the background, Kate. They've got signs. They're ready to go with a chant. Alison Langdon throws to them. Unfortunately, they just didn't get it right.
Can I just ask you both, and those people behind you, just quickly, what is your message to councillors trying to push this bin tax through tonight?
What's the message, guys, to councillors?
There you go.
Oh, we rehearsed this.
Alison.
Loud and clear. It's not
Feel
that-
for you, Alison.
It's loud, it's not clear, and we rehearsed it 10 times before we went to air.
Now, guys, now.
Can I just
Bin tax.
Can I just give Kate a quick update, just so you know?
Yes.
As of the 21st of December last year, Paper towels, compostable packaging, and food scraps and waste are no longer allowed in your green bin. I'm so sorry.
Shonk in the system.
They were
Jess.
for a while.
Okay,
Now
so you
they're
weren't far off.
I've had a lot going on, guys. I haven't been able to read the newsletter. There's also something where you can put your plastic bags in now. Can you have a look at that, MDG?
I'll tell you what, we'll take that offline.
Yeah,
We'll make that an offline chat.
That's your yellow lid. Oh, man, we're working slowly here.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
On Nova.
Let's talk about the moment we all saw yesterday. Joe Biden, the UK Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. Did I get that right?
Yes, Rishi.
New to the role, and also Anthony.
Rishi. Still got it a bit wrong, but that's all right. Rishi.
Yeah, from one Rishi Rich to another. I thought you would have known that.
Rishi. Sunak?
Yeah, he's done well, though. Married into the richest family, in the top 10 richest families in the UK.
What do you mean he's done well? Are they in love? That's the biggest thing here about marriage, Matt. You're too sideswiped.
Honestly, when it comes to that amount of wealth, I don't think it factors.
I agree with you, Matty DeGroot. He is worth an absolute fortune. Why would you want to get into politics?
Why would you want to get into politics?
It's a title, isn't it? I sometimes think that, and I wonder, on their deathbed, are they comforted by the fact that they were once Prime Minister of a great country?
There'd be very few.
Kevin Rudd would.
Would there be very... Look, I don't know. Well, you'd have to... I mean, this would be a great telly show. With all the politicians that have left and retired, was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? I mean, Johnny Howard obviously would. He was a very successful Prime Minister, and he would say it would.
You can't imagine Malcolm is thrilled with the way that it all panned out after a very successful business career.
There's such an ego with them. Like, if you look at someone like Bill Shorten, who went down in a ball of flames, right? But still... he's there doing his thing now. He's moved into a different role, and he's still in there because he wants to be heard.
At least he's still being involved.
That's the thing.
ScoMo's not.
It's amazing how they don't want to do anymore.
Well, ScoMo's still involved, but he's not doing anything.
No, but wouldn't you go, okay, well, I've done that now? Like, why are you still hanging around?
Yeah, go and find...
I'd be like, no, next thing.
Get on the board of a company.
Yeah, open a hardware store. Do something different. A bit of an issue yesterday for Albo. His name. And this often happens. You know Joe Biden's not going to get it right. And he rolled out. He was so close, Joe Biden, so close to getting it right. And then he rolled out the end of it. And then Rishi stuffed it up completely. Have a listen to this.
It's an honor to be here to welcome Prime Minister Albanese and Prime Minister Sunak.
Joe, Anthony, we represent three allies.
Albanese and Anthony.
I mean, it's all a lot better than when it was poor old ScoMo with his big moment with Joe. And Joe said, Boris Johnson, one of our great friends, and then me old mate from Australia over there.
Remember that? And
my Aussie mate, my good mate.
from Australia.
Just on the sub deal as well,
yes.
$368 billion.
Yes.
And this is over a few decades. Wouldn't you get a couple of quotes? I've always thought that you just don't get one quote.
Is there a guy in Port Noarlunga doing subs?
Well, obviously someone's overpriced it, and we're taking it. Don't you get someone else in just to get a bit of a price?
Did you Google sub builders to see how many people are building submarines at the moment?
I've got a landscaper coming around at the moment. I was quite disgusted with his quote, so I went and got someone else.
It's a little bit like the new flagpole on the bridge. Remember that?
Yes.
It was going to be $48 million or something to put a new flagpole up on the bridge.
I think the issue is
then Dom came out and said, I can do it for about $280,000.
The first quote is America and the UK.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the next quote's the dodgy Russian builder. And I don't know if you're taking that one. And the third one's the Chinese guy that looks very efficient, but I'm not sure he's the guy you want either.
No. It says he will over-deliver, which is strange.
They're not working.
We got security cameras everywhere. We got security cameras all through. We can see everything that you're doing. Don't worry about it.
You're right. Do you pay a deposit?
I guess there's a holding deposit.
Is it 50% up front?
As you would.
Oh, my God.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
On Nova.
What are the chances?
Kate, can I throw one at you just quickly because you're a new set of ears in the studio?
Yes.
Everybody else knows this, but I wandered into a video library back in the day like a Blockbuster. And the girl said that I was there, which she said, I'd love to watch Annie, you know, the musical Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went up and said, have you got the DVD of Annie? And the lady behind the counter said, no, we don't.
Who are you going with?
Don't worry about that.
Okay, sorry, it's the question. Sorry, no questions, Kate.
No, that's okay. That's fine with the question. I just don't want to answer it, to be honest.
Why were you watching Annie?
I don't know. She wanted to see it.
What car were you driving at the time?
Toyota Commodore.
Did you get a park out the front?
Yeah, I did. It was really convenient.
Get to the point.
It was great. Anyway, she went down one aisle and I went down another aisle looking for it.
I bet you did, right up the back.
What do you mean by that? I hardly knew her. So I leant over, right? I leant over to give her a fright like you'd push a book off in a library. I leant over and I flicked a DVD off and she went, you found it. I went, what do you mean? And she said, you just threw it over the top, didn't you? And I said, no, what's that? She said, Annie. I've got Annie. So not only did the lady say we don't stock it, secondly, out of any DVD that I could have flicked at her, I flicked Annie.
Do you know that's quite aggressive?
God, but that was the only flicking that was happening. Kelly from Mount Adam, what are the chances, Kel?
What are the chances? So my firstborn was born on the 11th of the 11th at 11:11 a.m.
Wow.
What?
That is number one, Kel. Do you remind... I mean, is this brought up at every Christmas time? Does everyone joke about it?
Before she was born, I actually always saw the clock at 11:11. I don't know what that means, but then she came at that time.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
What does it mean? Because I know there's a few people with the 11:11, like on their profile, like
it's Make-A-Wish
status. What's that called?
What's it mean, Tom?
Or a tattoo they have.
Why is 11:11 so important?
Mean?
I don't know.
Because I always look 11:11.
Was that were they born on Remembrance Day? Is that right?
But I know that there's a significance in the way people look at a clock and go, it's 11:11, make-a-wish, make-a-wish.
It's called an angel number and it signifies new beginnings.
Beautiful.
Thanks,
really
mate.
well done.
Thanks, Tom.
Philip in Canley Heights, what are the chances, Phil?
So I had a car stolen about 3 or 4 years ago, and pretty much my mum was walking through this shopping centre that we rarely ever go to, car park. We managed to find a car last year.
Wow.
No way.
How long since you lost the car, Phil?
About 3 or 4 years ago.
So hang on a minute. The car hadn't been dumped.
You parked it and lost it.
No. It got stolen.
Oh, and it just ended up in the car park 3 or 4 years later.
And then your mum spotted it.
Yeah, she spotted it, and it was the car park that we rarely ever go to.
We should get you on every week, Phil. I love that story.
I'd say there would have been a few bodies in the back of that as well, Phil, if you know what I mean. Christy in Engadine, what are the chances, Christy?
Hey guys and Kate. So my mother-in-law went and saw a psychic a long time ago, and she was told that her son would marry someone by the name Christy Lee with their last name starting L. And at the time he was actually dating a Christy Lee, last name starting L, but to be honest, she was a bit of a deadbeat, and they were kind of thinking, oh no, this is it. And then they broke up and he met me, and my name is Christy Lee, and my last name started with L.
That is
we're married with 2 kids.
That is full on.
And not a deadbeat at all, are you?
No, definitely not.
I love the word deadbeat.
Yeah,
It's
awesome,
2 words.
Deadbeat. You're a deadbeat.
Alex in Rosebery, what are the chances, Alex?
So this one actually happened to my mum. She's been married twice, and on the way to her first wedding, her car breaks down. So she pulls into the mechanic, and he fixes it for her, and that ends up being my dad, who she later goes on to marry. But it gets weirder. At this point, she still hasn't met him, and then she met him and got asked out by him for the first time, again at the same petrol station.
Oh, that is amazing.
So,
I don't think you need element B of that story.
No.
I think that the breaking down, going in, and that's the guy you end up marrying is like effective enough.
You know, hey, did you always think that I wonder if I met BJ when I was younger? Because, you know, where you grow up, she was around the area and that. I wonder if I ever ran into her and I had no idea that was going to be my future wife. Her car breaks down. I've got a story for you, and I've told you this one before, is that the bride they had a driver with the bridesmaids in the car, Kate.
Yeah.
And the bride strikes up a relationship with the driver. They start talking. They've got all these things in common. She gets married that day. A month later, realises I've made a huge mistake. She then marries the driver a year later.
It's extraordinary.
All the way to her wedding, she struck up a relationship with the driver.
In Alex's story, to think that you could be there in your frock, right? You got all your whites on, you've been leading up to your wedding day, and hang on a minute, there's an issue with a car, you pull into the garage.
Your whites, it's not the cricket.
And he says, hey, you got an issue with your alternator.
How's that?
She looks at him and says, shut up and kiss me.
No, they didn't.
No,
And
they
he just
didn't
fixed it up.
there.
they
Who's
didn't
stopping
know.
and getting the car fixed on the way to the... Well, this must have been in the 70s.
My God.
See, you know what, Alex, for that, you've won. $100 to spend at Iconic.
Unreal.
Oh my God, thank you guys.
No worries, and a bottle of Fitzy and Wippa's Double Chin Gin as well. Congratulations.
Yum, thank you.
This is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
On Nova.
How good is a golden crumpet?
Oh, mate, dripping in butter. You're a muffin girl, aren't you?
Aren't you? You don't like crumpet?
Maybe a bagel?
A bagel, a bong and a bagel.
Yeah.
A bit of toast, really.
Yeah, just your simple white toast from Baker's Delight. How good is it?
Vegemite.
Butter, lots of Vegemite.
I don't eat Vegemite. While we're on Harry, though, this story continues to dominate the headlines. Yan Yan Chan, the 29-year-old stylist, she is the girl that's been identified as Harry's love interest in Australia. I had no idea that he had a relationship also with Georgia Fowler back in 2015.
Did he?
Harry loves women.
Oh, well.
I think he just loves love.
How do you know that? I mean, he hasn't had many relationships.
Oh,
has
mate, he doesn't call them relationships, but they're definitely get to know intimately for an hour or so sessions.
That's a very big call, Wippa.
I'm not afraid to make it.
But he's a very handsome guy. He's a very charismatic guy. Did you go to the concert? He's like up there doing his thing, and then all of a sudden he just flashes the Harry smile at someone in the front row. I'm like, it's not even me, but I am weak at the knees.
You said off air.
No,
I was so upset when I found out this girl was a model from Bondi. You said,
I did.
Why couldn't he slide into my DMs? I would have cooked him dinner. Hey, Kate, he doesn't want dinner.
Maybe he does.
He's
I think
not
you're
interested in your chicken tonight.
This chicken tonight is so golden.
I mean, he's
golden honey mustard.
Slid into this girl's DMs. I mean, imagine opening your Instagram and going, hey, what's this? Oh, my God.
Holy.
It's Harry Styles. And then writing back, yes. But then how does it happen? Does, one of his team turn up in a van and pick her up?
Yeah, someone then...
Or do they meet somewhere? Or how do you normally do it in a celebrity world, Kate?
I think... Well, I don't know. I've never done it this way. But I would imagine after first contact, there's a whole team of people that rush in and organise everything from there.
Can you tell me this much? Has a celebrity ever slid into your DMs?
Oh, yeah, this is a good one, Kate.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa show now, mate.
Please,
like
come
apart
on.
from you?
Yeah, that's about it. I'm just warming up
It's got to be one.
Oh,
Come on.
yes.
Yeah, who is it?
Yeah. Can you give us what area are we in? Is it the sporting field or is it an actor or...
Sport, but not the sport you made.
Not NRL.
Tennis?
Are you pigeonholing me?
You do have a history.
Tennis? Ooh, Kate.
AFL.
It's only day 3.
I reckon I know who it is.
By the end of the week.
I reckon I know who it is. Sorry, I'm still trying to work out who slid into your DMs.
What are you...
Being so creepy writing down
I'm
names.
just trying to guess the sport.
Michael Clark? What?
Pup question mark. I said no.
Pup. Is
I don't. What sport? Could you tell us that much? Was it tennis?
Oh, yeah, give us the area. Come on, you've got to give us an area.
Oh, cricket?
Yeah, this is awesome. Okay. Well,
this time tomorrow on the show, we're going to give you a 24-hour drum roll, and then Kate Ritchie will deliver which cricketing star slid into a DM.
Just a couple of things before we do wind it up. Lizzo's just been announced for Splendour in the Grass.
That's huge.
They haven't announced the rest of the lineup yet, but she will be a headliner. Tickets go on sale next week for that, first release tickets. But that's massive.
That's massive,
How good is Lizzo?
That's huge.
That's awesome. Are you going to take us this year?
Team trip.
I'm going to go this year, but it's a great weekend. It is a brilliant weekend, and Lizzo will be a great entertainer. The other one, just quickly. 15 years married to my beautiful wife today.
Oh, Oh, mate.
No way.
15 beers.
On this show, around about 8 years ago, I did forget 1 year, and you pointed that out, Wippa, but today I did remember.
I'm glad I didn't have to remind you. That's great. What are you doing for BJ?
To Belinda J. Irons, I love you very much. She is she is my support, my rock. Thank you very much for hanging around and sticking up.
It'd be hard work.
Well done.
What did you get her?
For BJ, let's be clear.
Hard work for BJ, yeah. Not for Fitz. What did you get her?
Stability.
Love.
Anything physical?
Family.
Love,
you gave her
support.
2 beautiful boys.
I'm a rock.
But what about something tangible?
Don't hit me because I'm a rock, man. I'm her rock.
Poor thing, she's not getting anything. Did she get you anything?
Her
It's
shoulder.
not about gifts, mate.
No,
You're
it's
so
not.
materialistic.
But have a chance to celebrate your love. So your gift might be a night out away for the two of you.
You got a spare handbag at home or anything like that?
Handbag?
I think one of the plumbers stole it.
What do you got on tonight? Will we hear about it tomorrow?
What have you not got on tonight, if you know what I mean? My boy.
No, that's...
Let's be respectful,
15
mate. You've had a big
married
day
at
on the disrespectful,
Finished up a long time
radar.
ago.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
Nova.